always talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. If she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Are you clean, crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. Pin comment. Please go check out my other channel. Please subscribe to my other channel. As I said before, it's going to be on a more personal level. Nothing to do with the post office. I got an email yesterday. And just before we continue, understand this video will probably be a little longer than I want it to be. I may even break the video up into 3 parts. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of stuff to delve into. So it does apply to craft employees as well as stations. So stick around so you can hear all the little moving parts. It's affecting quite a few plants in different areas of the country. And the individual that did send this to me did ask if I'm going to try to leave a link some way to or provide the information necessary to sign petitions so that people don't lose their jobs, because it's going to affect a lot of people. All right. I'm going to try not to be as animated as possible, so this may seem a little monotone to you, and I don't have my glasses there at work, so bear with me as I attempt to read this. All right. Dear JH, I'm writing you to ask that you please reach out and do an interview with on your channel. They have moved 847 mail out of our facility earlier than expected or planned and sent to Las Vegas, which has cut work for employees. Now, this may not apply to you directly, but like I said, stick around because I have a list of the actual letters in the different facilities nationwide that they put out. I don't know if everybody gets this stuff, so some people are not attached, so just stick around for that. Cut work for employees like myself who not only want to work but need to work. But of course, it was made by but worse, it's made the American people mail delayed by 1 to 2 days unnecessarily. Attached to this email are 3 documents. This is where it's going to take some time because I read them. There's a lot. Please read and share if you can so others know what's going on and what to expect at their facilities who may be on the list of downsizing. The last document has a survey, and we are asking all mail crafts to please fill it out, survey and advocate for the mail to be returned, as well as stay at the Provo East Bay facility located at 936 South 250 East Provo, Utah, 84606. It is an essential business for the Provo area, allowing easy access to the freeway, makes it more economical for local small businesses, pedestrians to get to and from, drop off packages, letters, etc. Being so close to the Utah train and bus station makes it easy for and accessible for seniors and people with disabilities to get to our location comfortably. The area, I believe, would be run down and become unsafe if it were not for the essential federal building being there. The local restaurants and retail shops would take a financial hit if the post office was too close to this location, since most of the people at this plant patronize the local businesses and retail shops in the vicinity. The Provo community as a whole would lose out on not just annual revenue, but a vital essential business with easy accessibility for all, and the loss of good, hard-working Provo residents who have chosen to live and raise their families in this beautiful city they all call home. Please don't close or downsize this location. Thank you for your time in this matter. All right, so I'm going to read something that they sent. How many pages is this? Okay, it's only 2 pages. The USPS Westpac area office has notified the union's regional office of the Postmaster General's plan to relocate all originating and destinating flat letter parcel operations for SCF 847 from Provo to Vegas, resulting in an impact to 31 full-time level 7 and below clerk employees. The notification triggers the withholding of 31 full-time level 7 and below residual vacancies at the same or lower level surrounding installations within a 50-mile radius. APW Western Region Coordinator Omar Gonzalez has submitted an official request for information documentation in order to both challenge any discrepancies and also prepare to meet with postal officials. More information on the impact will be provided once the area and the region meeting has concluded. We don't want to know why the postmaster doing this. What is withholding and radius? Provisions of the union contract, inconvenience and dislocation are to be kept to a minimum under the terms of our current contract. Article 6, most employees cannot be laid off. So the contract provides that impacted employees, i.e. junior, must be provided an assignment in which to be placed. Therefore, management is obligated to withhold residual assignments. Both pursuant to our current contract, impacted employees cannot be involuntarily reassigned, accessed beyond a 50-mile radius. As the map above shows, the radius for this event is a straight line extending from the center of Provo installation to the center of the edge. Management will be withholding residual clerk, carrier, mail handler, and custodial assignments in all cities within the circle for the placement of impacted employees. Previous to the current restrictions on the radius, employees could be involuntarily reassigned 100 miles and beyond. There are various considerations and actions that must be taken before any full-time regular employee is involuntarily reassigned and explained in the back of this newsletter. It says, steps must management take before involuntary reassignments occur. Effective August 28th, 2023, clerks have priority reassigned transfer opportunities to residual vacancies within the district and 100 miles, which are awarded by seniority. Clerks are transferred with their current seniority. Attendance issues, accident records, nor lock-in periods can be considered. Since this is voluntary transfer, there are no retreat rights to Provo. Management must count on attrition, which includes voluntary reassigned transfers, senior volunteering to go in lieu of the junior impacted clerks with their seniority, retirements, deaths, and terminations so as to lessen the number of impacted employees. Management must return all non-clerks on light limited duty from the letter carrier or mail handler crafts assigned to the clerk craft back to their original crafts. Management must reduce the number of PSEs if hours are full-time equivalent. When will actual involuntary reassignment occur? USPS notification has indicated that March 23rd, 2024, the move date. The contract restricts these types of reassignments to once every 3 months. Management must give a 60-day advance notice of reassignment if the reassignment is out of craft or out of the installation. Then allow at least 10 days for impacted employees to select from available withheld assignments, after which a 30 days advance notice of actual assignments and report date issued. Who does management select for accessing? Clerk employees are identified based on their craft seniority status. Full-time regular PTF, with junior clerks being subject to reassignment. Maintenance employees are identified based on their installation seniority and occupational group. Seniors who volunteer to be reassigned to APWU craft residual vacancies in lieu of the junior impacted employees keep their seniority, as do those that voluntarily transfer through priority reassign. If a junior impacted employee is on light limited duty, management must accommodate them when involuntary reassigned. This is This is the first part. I know this was a little dry when I delivered it, but this is, I want to give the without anybody, saying, hey, I know. That's kind of, that's how it's laid out. I don't know where the article came from, and unfortunately, it came out September. The problem is that this is a PDF file, so I can't attach it in the comments. So just gotta take my choppy words and utilize it. Yeah, I think that's all. This will be part 1, and I will continue part 2. And part 2, I will give you the different that this is going to be affected at. And let me see if I can actually give you the address of where all Provo communities can help. Here's some persons to contact. If you have access, an email, which we all do, it says, send a letter with concerns and protests. You can scan a copy of your letter to the Secretary of the USPS BOG Board of Governors and send to Michael I. Elston at USPS.gov. That's Michael, MICHAEL .I.ELSTON at USPS.gov. Ask him to forward copies to all the governors. All right. So it also has a survey, but I don't think I can put that out there yet. I can't attach that. So that's just part 1. I'll read this whole in the next video. It's just information. Some people may not know or understand the terminology. So if you have any issues, just ask your union rep to kind of explain some of it, because I don't know all the terms. But it does sound some people are going to be losing their work and having the full option to go find work elsewhere because of the distance. All right. So this is JH, and this is part 1.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.